and I think I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say the Rams by 1. Cade Boney to kick a field goal.
Well, that's a big call. That's a massive call. Look, I'm going to say that my tip goes with Muswellbrook, of course. But the reason being, I think they need to get out to a good start.
That's what I'm saying.
Muswellbrook's number one thing is they've let the opposition score first time, every time, and then they're chasing their tail. But look, Daniel Ritter in behind that ruck, that typical Adam Clydesdale scoot out. The Hayden Topplers, we know what they do with the sweeping play. If they don't know by now, and can't shut that down, look, like I said, Kane Cabillo at fullback for me is going to have to be one of the strengths for Muswellbrook if they're to get through, because Isaac Austin is going to make so many line breaks. When I say line breaks, offloads through the line. That's going to be the danger part further.
I just think Muswellbrook. I know Muswellbrook did it hard against a really underwhelming and understrength Denman side here a couple of weeks ago, but they just have to pick their possession rate up. They're they got to learn from a few of the mistakes, and if Muswellbrook haven't learned about Adam Clydesdale inside their opposition 5, well, they'll never learn. Jumping out, going himself and picking that flat ball up to, perhaps Daniel Ritter, his go-to man, it could spell trouble for the Rams. Reg, when was the last time Scone hosted a minor semi-final?
Oh, mate, I'd have to go back into bigger books than what we've got at the moment. So usually it's the major semi here, or be a big one. Someone out there will send us a notepad as to what they think and when it happened.
Do you reckon?
Let out by Daniel Ritter just there. I think Benko. It's the outside Muswellbrook needs to shut down. Honestly, it is the outside that they need to shut down.
I think Cade Boney, if he's smart, I think that they'll put so much pressure on Aidan McGuinness on one of the wings. I don't know if it'll work if you kick to Freddie Adams, but I would be really hammering and putting Aidan McGuinness under early pressure and looking for a couple of errors. I would like to. I'd like to think that they'd be hitting that fringe on Juna Warden's area as much as possible, because I have a feeling we'll find out very shortly. I can't remember, but maybe Ashton Frost runs on Juna Warden's side. But it'll be very interesting. I reckon the Rams will hold them here for a while. I think a few tactics will come into play here right now. The Rams will hold Scone out there. It's starting to sprinkle rain as we speak. Can you believe it? We haven't had rain for months.
It happens when we're at Scone too. Here come the Muswellbrook Rams, led out by their captain, Cade Boney. Benko, look, straight away for me, Adam Grew out is a big loss for the Muswellbrook Rams. That man down there on the sideline at the moment, JJ Apthorpe, if he's on, he can change the game. I know he's about 40, 43?
What a great game it's going to be.
I don't know if he's that old,
but
he'd have to be. But, for
Cameron Moran's starting today. He was off the bench last week in that last round against Denman.
How's Wade McKenzie? That's the question.
Well, Wade, this is a true test, and I've said it before. Radford's coming off the bench, so Wade might be happy to see him come off the bench. Then they have that tussle up front early, and I think Wade, he might like that back rower's position. This is going to be a great game. And I've said it before, I love Wade, he's a good kid, coached him when he was in the under 18s, and he will not let you down. I just want him to work hard. I really want him to say, this is mine to take, and make a real statement. And I think he was getting back to that last week, but I'd love to see it again.
So we're just waiting for someone to turn up to the official table. The teams are on the field. Bailey Ellis, of course, with that arm strapped up after last week.
Interesting, Reggie. Johnny Hardwick is out today, and Chad Jewson is back for the Rams in the centres.
Look, if Johnny Hardwick is a great player, and you saw that last weekend. The penalty count helped Muswellbrook last week. But Jewson, when he's on. But
mate, he's a hard man, and I'll tell you now,
those hands is dropping the ball.
That's true, but I mean, if he does, I reckon what a tussle it'll be with Blake Johnston. I know Chad loves that one-on-one stuff, and I reckon he will make it his own today. He will ensure that Blake Johnson will not get 1 inch of spare space.
Are we waiting for?
We're waiting for an official.
groundman?
No, yeah, we're waiting for someone from Group 21, I believe. I do stand corrected. Someone or official to sit at the official table.
There we go. Well,
Who knows? Fair income. This is a minor semi-final, and we haven't got an official to sit at the table.
I believe
I can see 2 officials, Reg.
Okay. Yep. We'll wait.
They're on the back of a truck.
They don't want to hear you, Benko. But anyway, here we go.
Are we ready?
Are we ready?
Darren
We are ready.
Whitbourne. We have Darren Whitbourne officiating, and we've got Liam Anderson and Jesse Rudder. Here's the kick-off. Bailey Ellis high. It's only gone about 15, 20 metres, and Adam Clydesdale's on it. It knocks back, but Jack Wooden. Good start for the Rams. He's tackled midfield. He jumped up, the big fella. 20 out, right in front. Ball goes to his brother Bailey Wooden. Tackled about 15 metres out. Here's Squirt Holman. Out to the left-hand side goes Cade Boney. On to Cameron Moran. He's tackled about 8 metres from the Scone line. Early pressure for the Thoroughbreds. Holman at dummy half, gets it out to Cade Boney, shows it to inside, out to Bailey Ellis, on to Kane Cubillo, and he's belted there for his trouble by Ashton Frost and Blake Johnson. Squirt Holman at dummy half, short pass out to Pottinger, and Pottinger gets the ball and he's tackled inside the 10. It's a last tackle. Goes Squirt Holman goes himself, little grubber kick through. It's on the ground. Who's got it?
Oh,
Number 10, Isaac Austin fell on it. The big fella had to fall on it in his own in goal. Corey Holman has made them think out of that dummy half. He's equally as impressive. He scored 2 tries last week against the Denman Devils. So they want to be on their game, the Thoroughbreds. Here's Hayden Topless with the line drop restart. Good kick too, 45 metres straight down the middle, and here's Bailey Wooden. Charge, pound for pound. Pound for pound, the toughest young front rower in the competition. He's down that left-hand side, Geordie Mulheron. His defence out wide's been sensational in recent weeks, and he can run hard as well. He's tackled 15 metres out, 10 in from touch. Ball goes out from Squirt Holman onto Cade Boney, and he gives it on to Jack Wooden. He's tackled inside the 10, just next to the uprights. Holman at dummy half, out the back to Cade Boney, dances around onto Bailey Ellis. He jinks off one. He's protecting that left arm. He's got a big black elbow guard. Holman, they come down that right side onto Cade Boney, face pass to Chatty Juice, and he's wrapped up in a really good tackle from Blake Johnson, 3 metres from the line. Holman at dummy half, tries a little kick through, it goes through someone else's legs, and what's Darren Whitbourne going to say? It's a Scone knock on. So another repeat set to the Rams.
So there we go. No. Coming out here, he's called the knock on. He won't be spoken to. We know that. Darren runs his own show, and he adjudicates a match where he's very professional to both sides.
Absolutely, and here's a third set for the Rams. Pressure right onto Thoroughbreds. This is going to be very interesting. If they can get away to a good lead early, Bailey Ellis is just about to feed this scrum. He's looking both ways. It comes out the back to Pottinger, on to Boney. Long pass out to Kane Cubillo. Tries to skip through, and he nearly gets through Jared Wicks, but he's tackled 5 metres out, 20 in from touch. Options left and right. They get a short one. No, he doesn't. Comes to the left. Gets on to Cade Boney, on to Geordie Mulheron. Is he going to go over?
The ball is down.
No, he hasn't. He's pulled it up.
Oh,
Did he lose it? No. He's going to say he was held up.
Go to the video.
He's held up. Geordie Mulheron is held up. He's going to go out 10 metres and play the ball.
Right in front of the Muswellbrook crowd too, in that far corner.
That was close. Holman at dummy half. Ball goes out to Boney, out the back to Bailey Wooden. Runs into Adam Clydesdale and Isaac Austin. What are they? 11 metres out, just near the uprights. Cade Boney again, out the back to Bailey Ellis. Short pass on to McKenzie. He's tackled. Great tackle around the legs there. Juna Warden and Ashton Frost. Short side down here, Bailey Ellis, dummies, goes through. He's held up by Ritter and Topless in there as well. It's the last tackle, more pressure. Can they get another repeat set? Juicing at dummy half. Long pass out the back to Cane Cubillo. Little grubber kicks going into the middle of the post. It's held up there. They've got the ball. And no, he's lost it in the tackle. Caleb Taylor has lost the ball in the tackle, but Darren Whitbourne, let's listen to him.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. He's offside.
He's offside.
So it'll be a dropout.
Lucky.
Not offside in your own goal. Come on, let's get back to the basics. Hang on.
More pressure on the Scone thoroughbred, so it's a line dropout.
That could have been a try. Very easy.
Caleb Taylor coughed it up, and how did he call that, Reg?
He called it at one of the other Scone players just grabbed the ball, and the Muswellbrook side was pleading that they were offside, but in goal area.
Stay behind.
You know the rules.
Yeah, and it came loose, and Corey Holman jumped on it. Here's the restart from under the post by Topless. Gets it onto Cade Boney, and Boney gives it to an absolute rampaging Bailey Wooden, and there's a penalty there for a high shot.
Shoulder.
Who was that on? Jared Wicks or James Everly? Shoulder charge.
There we go.
21 metres out, 15 in from touch. They're going to keep the pressure on here. This is their fourth set. Oh, actually, yeah, fourth set. Straight at it. Here's Jack Wooden. Gets the ball. Gets inside the 20. 15, in fact, about 15 in from touch. Holman at dummy half. Out to Cade Boney. Short pass out to Ellis. Ellis is looking for runners. No one there, but they build him and tackle him about 18 metres out. Centre field. Holman at dummy half, short pass out to the left onto Pottinger, makes good ground, Potto, and he's tackled about 3 or 4 metres out from the line, right next to the uprights. Short side, he goes himself, Squirt Holman. Throws a dummy to Cade Boney. They're going to root him shortly. He's got to give it out wide. Pottinger at dummy half. Through the dummy. Onto Cade Boney. Left off the left foot and he's tackled. 3 metres out. Last tackle. Pressure's on. Out the back to Bailey Ellis. He's put a long field, cross field bomb up. Juicing under it. And so is Nathan Cridland. They take him. He unloads onto Chad Juicin. Chad Juicin shrugs off one and goes into the corner to score.
Magical play there by Cridland, that flick pass out the back.
From the ground too. He was going to ground and he flicked it out the back. Great awareness by Chatty Juicin. Pushed off Aidan McGuinness as if he wasn't there, and he knows where the try line is, Chad Juicin, and scored a beautiful try in the corner. Early blood to the Muswellbrook Rams, 4-0 on the ETB Industry scoreboard.
Yeah, look, mate, I can tell you right now, those two players coming across in defence for the Scone Thoroughbreds, I thought for sure Juicin, once he got around McGuinness, I thought there was going to be a bit of a tussle there, but too easy. He just made it look like a walk in the park.
I think they had
difficult kick coming up though, Benko.
5 sets. Reg, I'm sure it was 5 sets they've had at the Scone line.
Where's you down, mate? That's where you.
Something had to give. And Bailey Ellis last week against the Devils.
Don't say it. Don't.
He's kicking boots.
Don't.
He had maybe 3 kicks like this, and he slotted all of them.
Mate, there was no wind blowing across from the Aberdeen direction.
Reggie, Cameron Moran is clutching at a sternum rib area, and he has come from the field early. And what have we had? 7.5 minutes of this game. Luke Cameron looks like he's warming up to go on the field. Cameron Moran looks really dusty. Really dusty. This wind is starting to get up, Reggie.
Yeah, that's what I mean, mate. It's there's points in it, and with the kicking game, like I said, I thought that was a nothing kick, middle of the field, 10 metres out, coming across field. But
Reg, I don't think Scone's had the ball.
No.
Scone have not had possession, and we've gone 8 minutes into this game. Here's Bailey Ellis, 20 metres out, 300 millimetres in from the sideline. He plants it. He's gone across the face. That wind didn't help. It's straight into our teeth of it at the moment. 4-0 on the ETB Industry scoreboard. We've gone just over, a fraction over 8 minutes into this minor semi-final up here at Scone Park. The Rams look good. They were setting up. Plenty of opportunities there. Something had to give. I don't think Scone are panicking just yet. Hayden Topless with the restart. Straight into the waiting arms of Cade Boney, who then gives it on to Bailey Wooden. Look at him go. Has he juggled it?
He's lost it?
No, he held possession.
Ooh.
Good tackle by Jared Wicks. Short pass onto his brother Jack. And Jack Wooden goes forward and he's belted about 25 metres out from their own line. 20 in from touch. Squirt Holman at dummy half onto Pottinger. Pottinger runs into the waiting arms of Ashton Frost and he's tackled. Not too much ground made. Juna Warden was there as well. Here's Corey Holman from dummy half. They've got to watch him. Isaac Austin over the top. He's belted midfield, right in the centre of the field. Him and Ashton Frost grabbed him. Here's Bailey Ellis out this right-hand side. Ashton Frost put a bit of pressure on him, belted him for his troubles after he kicked it. But here's Topless. The first possession for the Scone Thoroughbreds. He got it on his own 20-metre line. He's out there to about the 35 centre field. Freddie Adams with the ball from dummy half. makes about 3 or 4 metres, and he's tackled on his own 40, about 42 in fact, by the time he gets up to play it. You'd be rest assured Corey Holman and Jacob Potner will be around the legs of about 3 or 4 of these players every single time. They get to halfway Scone, and that was with James Everly. Jack Wooden is not taking a backward step, him and Cade Boney. Short pass on to Isaac Gostin. He's up over halfway. Bustles his way through 2 or 3 players. Good run. Kicking it in there. There's a player on the ground and he's using his feet to kick him out of the road. I don't know if that was fair dinkum. What's he called? A penalty?
Yeah, penalty for laying in the ruck, I'd say. But
well, where's he supposed to go?
Plumber.
Where's he supposed to go if he's injured?
It's Bailey Wooden.
Yeah, I know who it is. And Isaac didn't do him any favours by lashing out with his boots trying to get up, but nevertheless...
Benko, just have a look at your TV screen there. Who's that sitting over there on the other side?
Your mate.
Your mate, Mr. the Grub of Group 21.
Don't worry.
Michael Ennis.
I was talking to him this morning and I spoke to him last week, Adam Gretsch. Well done, Gretchy, and Kevy McCormick. Here's the restart. Freddie Adams with the ball, the restart. 2 passes from Wicks to Isaac Austin. It takes 4 of them to get him down. What are they? Centre field, 25 metres out from the Rams line. Pressure back on the Rams now. To Wicks, onto Fechner. Oh no, that's James Everly, my apologies. 22 metres out, 21 metres out. Luke Cameron and Cade Boney tackle him well. Here's Jared Wicks out the back onto Juna Warden. Short pass out the back to Hayden Toddler. Short pass to Blake Johnson. He goes through Wade McKenzie. Tackled over the line there by Corey Holman, but he plants the ball down over the line. Scone in their first possession of the game. They got a penalty there. They threw it out wide. Brilliant stuff by Hayden Topless out the back. Blake Johnston. Wade McKenzie had plenty of opportunity to put him down there, and just the momentum. Actually, poor old Wade just forced him out of that run. And Blake Johnson, great finisher. Great finisher.
Yeah, look, that was a hard one. Look, what did I say at the beginning of the game? It was always going to be that sweeping backline movement. And if they aren't up to it with Topless, it's every set play, mate. If they don't do it the first set, you guarantee they're going to do it the next set of play.
Well, it's interesting, Reggie. That was Scone's first possession after the kick, after that try by the Rams. I think they had 4 or 5 sets. I think it was 5, and then in that set there, they just did their job. All their forwards did their job, and it was led by Isaac Austin up front. And James Everly in particular as well. They're carrying 4 players. They're attracting 4 players, defenders, to put them down. So that leaves a big hole if the Rams aren't resetting in defence.
But honestly, that was a tackle, and it's not. Wade McKenzie is consistent. Normally he'd make that tackle, and he's just slipped off. So whether it's a bit greasy out there, and that didn't, has impacted him, but.
I will say that between Caleb Taylor and Blake Johnson, their post-contact meters are fantastic. They've always been strong runners, these 2 young blokes. Here's Jared Wicks with the equaliser. The conversion, it's not an equaliser, my apologies. It's 6-4 now.
6-4 on the ETB.
You say it, Reg.
6-4 on the ETB industry scoreboard. 27 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first half of the minor semi-final. The loser goes home and does not come back. Just an update. Been asked, of course, Singleton losing by 2 points to Greater Branxton in that reserve grade.
Yes.
Back underway.
That was a great game. Here's the restart. Bailey Ellis gets the ball and it gets onto Hayden Topless, and he gives it on to Sam Fechner there, and he charges forward and he gets out to his own 20. He's Wicks at dummy half onto Freddie Adams, and Freddie Adams gets the ball. And he's held well there by Lukey Cameron. Got him in a bit of a chicken wing tackle. Yep. Holds him up. Here's Isaac Austin. Goes forward again. Tries to push off Bailey Wooden, but he's like a mongrel dog and he hangs on for dear life. Well done, him and his brother Jack. Quick play the ball. Adam Clydesdale scoots out from dummy half, just shy of halfway, 10 in from touch. Here's Ritter. His first touch of the ball onto Isaac Austin again inside. He beats 1. He beats 2. He's still going, the big fella. He's 10 out, 20 out, and he's tackled. I thought that was a 10-metre line. He's tackled. What are they saying? It was a forward pass.
Hey.
James Everly has given someone a spray. What's going on?
He put his elbow up.
Isaac Austin.
Just got the elbows up, mate. That's all. Okay. Just put them down. Just tell them to put them down.
Who's he saying? Isaac Austin had his bumpers up.
Got to put them down, mate. Okay. That's all right.
Jeez.
He's a man a few words, isn't he?
That's the first penalty. Is that the first penalty I've seen all year for bumpers up?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Mate, first one I've seen for many years. Like I said, squasher.
It's only an issue if you go high to tackle.
I'll tell you right now.
Tackle around the legs and it won't be an issue. That's just me. Here's a penalty to Muswellbrook. They've got out of jail there. Well done. Here's big Jackie Wooden. He runs forward. They're inside the Scone, 35 metres out, 10 in from touch. Ball goes out to Bailey Wooden, and Bailey Wooden runs into Daniel Ritter and Fechner, and he's tackled about 30 metres out, 20 in from touch. Ball goes out to Cade Boney, on to Pottinger. Dances around and goes forward. Good tackle there by Ritter.
The bumpers up.
Austin's, ridiculous. Here's Bailey Ellis. Bailey Ellis on to Mackenzie. He's running out wide, trying to hit that, make a gap on that fringe. Great tackle around the legs by Juna Warden and Blake Johnson. Here's Jack Wooden again. The front row has put a grubber kick through, and his partner there, or his opposition, onto Isaac Austin. Isaac Austin goes forward. He's made 30 metres straight up the middle of the field. What was Jack Wooden putting a grubber kick through for?
And the lack of chase too.
Did anyone know he was going to do it?
I don't think.
And now they've compounded the error and given a penalty away right in the centre of the field, 30 metres out, and Hayden Topless finds touch at about the 45 metre mark. Ball comes down on the top of Andrew Hughes' melon. Here's Juna Warden, passes on to Ashton Frost. He went to ground too early for that, for mine, right on halfway, but what a great copybook tackle by Corey Holman. Here's Fechner. They're up over halfway. In fact, they're at the 40 metre line, centre field, the Thoroughbreds. Clydesdale at dummy half. He wants a quick play the ball. He's saying play it again. Makes him go back a metre. On to Ritter. Ritter out the back to Juna Warden. Oh, great hit from Corey Holman onto Juna Warden. Ball and all. Here's Clydesdale from dummy half. Out the back to Fechner. Short pass on to Wicks. Turns it back inside to James Everly. Stands in the tackle. Looks for more. He gets straight around Jack Wooden. He comes to his brother and he's tackled again by Wade McKenzie. There's a penalty. High shot. What's he saying?
Yeah, they're appealing for a high penalty, and he's given that.
And he's telling Cade Boney, no. Here's a quick play the ball, quick restart from Clydesdale on to Fechner. He runs into Luke Cameron, who he kicks him high. He unloads onto Clydesdale, gives it on to Daniel Ritter, who throws a shocker. And in turn, the ball comes straight out to Chatty Jewson, who's tackled 18 metres out from his own line, 12 in from touch. Well, that was a blown opportunity there by the Thoroughbreds, Reggie.
You reckon it was a terrible pass, Benko? It definitely was. It's
Muswellbrook
now to get themselves out of trouble. And
out of character.
What was he thinking?
That was a real out of character pass by Daniel Ritter. Why didn't he just take the tackle and put another set on both sides of the ruck?
Well, they're both making the same mirrors.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Rams are charging out of their own half. It's 6 points to 4 here in favour of the home side, Scone, in this minor semi-final. Jacob Pottinger on his own 40 plays the ball. Cade Boney gets it down. Town on his famous left foot. It bounces straight into the waiting arms, 15 metres out for Aidan McGuinness. And Aidan McGuinness runs around his own player, but there was no shepherd there. Bailey Carter milked that like Mitchell Moses. He's 32 metres out centre field. Lockie Marco's in there making a tackle. Well done to him. Ball goes to Freddie Adams, and he makes it up to his own 40, about 18, 15 in from touch. Ball goes down that short side onto James Everly. Any players from Scone warming up at the moment? James Everly looks a little bit tired. Here's Ritter. He charges up over halfway. Good tackle there by Lukey Cameron. Corey Holman again. He's already up into double figures, triple figures. He's Aidan Topless. I see Bailey Carter's on for Jack Wooden. Jacob Pottinger tackles Hayden Topless, 22 metres out, 32 metres out, centre field. Ball goes in that right side onto James Everly. He tries a stupid kick and it doesn't come off. And who picks it up? Cade Boney. And he's tackled by Caleb Taylor. Gets up and plays the ball quickly. Jordan Mulheron gets the ball. He's over the 40. He's over the 30. He gets to the 20. Out from the Scone line, 15 in from touch. Quick play the ball to Cubillo. Cubillo goes down that short side and he's hit for his troubles right on the 10-metre line. Quick play the ball. Marco at dummy half gets the ball onto Bailey Wooden, and Bailey Wooden runs towards the uprights. He's tackled about 5 metres out from the Scone line. What a turnaround that is. Holman at dummy half down that left-hand side. Long cut-out pass by Boney into the waiting arms of Jordan Mulher, and he's tackled about 5 metres out. Luke Marco at dummy half, or out to Kay Boney. Kay Boney, left foot kick, straight at the goalpost. Ashton Frost is the tallest, and he catches in his own in goal. 20-metre restart.
Tap it when you're ready. Look at this big.
Was that a tap? That was a shocking attempt at a tap.
That wasn't a tap.
And he's going to let him do it again.
He's got the longest legs. How can he get his... He's up down to that.
He jumped up like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who's an NBA basketball player. What was he thinking there with the tap restart?
I'm not too sure.
Goodness me, and they've lost it in the tackle. Here it is. This is what I'm talking about. They're just open to a few errors. Both sides are guilty of it at the moment, but Scone more so in their own 30-metre area, just coughed up possession there. Rams ball with a scrum feed. What are they? 28 metres out from the Scone line, 20 metres in from touch.
Next job. Right, a seconds bind. Make sure we're binding. Thank you,
Yeah.
mate. Seconds bind.
Boney to feed the scrum, comes out the back onto Bailey Ellis, onto Chad Jewson. Jewson runs across field, goes straight at his man, Blake Johnson. Great tackle by Juna Warden around the legs. 25 metres out, 20 in from touch. Ball comes down this right-hand side onto Cubillo. He's hitting a good tackle there by Ashton Frost. 15 metres out. 5 in from touch. Ellis at dummy half. Long ball out to Bailey Carter. The Cartman runs wide. He's got great post-contact meetings. He's hard to put down, the big fella. 10 metres out, right in front. Holman at dummy half. Down that short side to Pottinger. Cuts one out. Gives it to Kay Boney. Has he scored this year? I think he's over. No. Just shy. Holman at dummy half. He goes himself. He tried a flat pass. It didn't come off. It's 6 to go. Fechner touched it. Here it comes out to McKenzie. On to Jewson. Steps inside Blake Johnson. A great tackle by Warden again. 10 metres out, 20 in. Here's McKenzie. Go to the line yourself, Wade, and charge over. He's just 3 metres short. Cridlin at dummy half. Long pass out the back to Ellis. He dummies. Chinks off his left foot. Goes back into the waiting arms of Ashton Frost and Blake Johnston. Radford's on, I see, for Scone. Holman dummies to the left, gives it on to Chad Jewson. All he's got to do is dive over and score. No, he's still millimetres short. Will Holman go himself here? 5 in from touch. What's he called, the last? Or has he knocked it on?
Scrum, guys. Scrum.
He's knocked it on. He's lost control of it, Chatty Jewson, as he went to dive over. Scone Footy, well, more pressure on the Scone throw, but they need to set a 6 up the other end of the field badly.
I mean, that's a good outcome for Scone after all that pressure that Muswellbrook's been mounting after all that time. If Kay Boney had a couple of extra kilos on his body, I can tell you right now, that would have been a try, but he stepped back in just at the wrong time into the great sliding defence.
Yeah, it wasn't it what? Juna Warden's defence out here has been sensational, Reggie. I see Isaac Austin is off and Michael Radford is on. Freddie Adams gets the ball from the base of the scrum. He gets it out to and goes centre field like all good wingers. Ball comes there onto Blake Johnson, and Blake Johnson has lost the ball again inside his own 30. Somebody else going to need to pick their game up. Ball goes here, straight on the attack. Kay Boney out that left-hand side onto Mulher, and they pick him up and dump him. 21 metres out from the Scone line, 15 in from touch. More pressure on the thoroughbreds. Adam Clydesdale won't be happy with this. Good tackle around the legs there by Ritter. Who was that on? Luke Cameron. 10 metres out. Here's Kay Boney. Something's got to give. Dummies 3 ways. Gives it on to Carter. And Carter's still standing in the tackle. He's still going. He's tackled finally. 5 metres out by Fechner. Here's Holman. Holman looking for option. Gives it to Bailey Wooden. And did he juggle that into the opposition? Who was Jared Wicks.
In front of it.
Well done. Good defence by Jared Wicks. He read that like a book, and him and Bailey Wooden came together. Good tackle and good run, but unfortunately for Bailey, just juggled it when he was trying to catch it and it went into Jared Wicks. Turnover, scrum feed to the thoroughbreds, Reggie.
Geez, it's been a lot of time spent down this end of the field.
Hasn't it? What?
Every time Scone gets that shot down the other end, they seem to capitalise. But I mean, they've had the one opportunity. But you watch this.
It's 6 points to 4 in favour of the Thoroughbreds. We've got just under 19 minutes to go on the UTB industry scoreboard. Well, can they hang on to this for a set of 6? Here's Freddie Adams. This is the second now out from their own area. They're just inside their 30, so they are vulnerable. Here's James Everly down that short right-hand side, and he's tackled by Luke Cameron. Good tackle there, and Cade Barney hanging onto his legs. Dummy half Adam Clydesdale, short 10, Hayden Topless onto Radford. Radford's better, but what a great tackle there by Wade McKenzie and Bailey Carter. They go to the right side. That looked forward to me by Adam Clydesdale onto his mate Ritter, who juggles the ball, and Coleman's picked it up again. They didn't even get to halfway again. Cade Boney gets the ball. He's dancing around, stepping off that great left foot, and he's tackled 30 metres out centre field. Geez, they're putting some pressure on themselves, the Thoroughbreds, but another try here by the Rams.
Good shot. Great shot there by Fechner.
Good run by Bailey Carter. Holman. Ball comes out to Ellis. Onto Wade McKenzie. Goes into the waiting arms there of Juna Warden and Blake Johnson again. Juicing at dummy half. 22 metres out, and he's lost that in the tackle. Wade is getting up screaming that it was stripped.
Well, what a sloppy
start. Another turnover.
6-4 on the ETB industry scoreboard for those listening at home on the MixLR app, and for those on our Facebook stream, of course, you can see it right there. We're live from Scone Park. Benko, Muswellbrook should have more points after that much of possession.
Well, full credit to the Scone Thoroughbreds for their defence, but you'd think that's Muswellbrook, if they're feeding him, they should be another converted try up at the moment. Here's the scrum win to the Scone Thoroughbreds. Adam Clydesdale will be absolutely spewing if they don't play out this set of 6. I'll give you the tip. Here's Freddie Adams. He gets up to his own 40. Good tackle again around the legs there by a number of players, Cade Boney and Pottinger. Who's that? Junior Warden, he ducks under one. He gets up over halfway. Good tackle had to be made by Pottinger. What's he saying? There's an injury out the back, so he's just pulling it up. He's pulling play up, and that was Luke Cameron, who's down, but he's up, and he's moving back to get onside. They're over the halfway, 45 metres out centre field, and Juna Warden, he is dangerous, isn't he, Reggie?
Yeah, he just slipped underneath, mate. If big boys are going to go high,
his defence,
especially with his feet, how nimble he is.
His defence out wide here has absolutely surprised me. I really thought that the big boppers out here would put a lot of pressure on him, but his defence is absolutely brilliant. He's Bailey Carter at marker. Pottinger, centre field. Ball goes on to Hayden Topless, who was slow to pick the ball up. It was a shock and play the ball, and Scone are looking for a penalty, but they force him back. Bailey Carter, in pushing Hayden Topless over, has given a penalty away. Here's Hayden Topless with he's finding touch. It wasn't the greatest kick, but he's still made about 22 metres. And now Scone. Here's the ball up this end of the field, inside the Rams 30. Ball goes to JJ Apthorpe is on. Who's off for him? Fechner's off. So JJ is inside the Rams 20. Ball goes down that short side to James Everly. Comes under a high shot, but he's hitting a really good tackle there. Pottinger over the top. Who was down below? Squirt Holman again. Ball goes to Wicks. Wicks out the back to Warden. Warden finds a gap. He gets through one. He gets through two. Is he going to plant it down? They hold him up. And it's stolen. Or did he drop it in the running by Bailey Wooden? A let-off for the Rams there. Well done. Great defence, but initially the defence was ordinary to let Juna Warden through again. Here's Lockie Marco. They're trying to move the ball out from their own red zone here, the Rams. What a great run from Lukey Marco. He's about 23 metres out from his own line, centre field. Squirt Holman onto Nathan Cridlin. Gets the ball out just shy of the 30. Good tackle around the legs by Radford, and JJ over the top. Here's Bailey Wooden again. He's up over his own 30, about 35 in fact. Centre field, down that left-hand side. Here's Cade Boney. He says, get it out of here, and he puts a little bomb up. It's a short one, and Freddie Adams catches it about 32 metres out from his own line. Good tackle from Cade Boney, and Luke Cameron over the top. Wicks at dummy half. Onto Caleb Taylor, Blake Johnson, I should say, come in there. A little bit of an elbow for your liking around there. Good work, Bailey Wooden. Let him know you're here. Here's Radford. Lines up and he gets to halfway. Good defence by the Rams. Bailey Carter underneath. Pottinger over the top with Ellis. Here's Juna Warden down this short left. Gets it onto Blake Johnson again, who's really been amongst it. I see Juna Warden. He played hooker here a couple of weeks ago. He's at dummy half. Long pass out to Clydesdale. Onto Ritter. Short pass onto Wicks. He turns it back into James Evelyn. He's tackled centre field. 35 metres out. It's the last tackle. They've held on it for a set of 6. Here's Wicks with a long, high bomb. It's going down Kane Cubillo's throat, and he catches it well, QB. He's 10 metres out, 12 metres out, and he's trying to get up and play the ball quick. Freddie Adams won't let go of him. Cade Boney goes down that short blind himself from dummy half, and he gets out to his own 30. Good tackle there by Jared Wicks. Watched him closely. Squirt Holman at dummy half onto Lockie Marco. Marco gets the ball, goes into the Scone defence. Adam Clydesdale's trying a one-on-one strip to no avail. He's 32 metres out from his own line. Short pass on to Ellis. And Ellis says, give it here, I'll go myself. And he gets up over to his own 40-metre line. Centre field, Squirt Holman. Short pass to Bailey Wooden. In behind the ruck he goes. And he's tackled great around the legs by Daniel Ritter. Right on halfway. And he's saying another lost ball, Darren Whitbourne.
No. Isn't that what Phil Gould says, Beggar? No.
No. Both teams very, very guilty of coughing early possession up. 12 and a half minutes to go here on the E2B Industries scoreboard. It's 6 points to 4 in favour of Scone. This game can still go either way. Both teams have had plenty, and I mean plenty of opportunities to score, but last-minute possession and turnovers just cost them badly. Here's Scone. They get the scrum feed right on the halfway line. Ball goes out the base of the scrum to Freddie Adams. Ball goes to James Everly now, and he's met in a tackle. Was that a strip? Yes, it was. Muswellbrook, the Rams are...
Time off.
The Rams are arguing and saying it wasn't.
Okay.
And now they kick the ball over the sideline. I don't think Darren's happy with that.
Mate, I'll talk first. Yep. Multiple penalties, mate. Yep. That was a blatant one right in front of me, okay? He's lost the ball a couple of times. Yep. I think his emotion's starting to spill over to him. Just calm him down, mate.
You said that only me and the captain that talked to you.
Yeah.
They're all talking to you. I was talking the whole game.
Yeah, that's right,
you said only one person that talked to you.
Good call by Cade Boney.
Dan, need to calm him down, mate.
Is that all you got?
Calm the team down, all right? Stay behind, guys.
Excuse me, Cade Boney doesn't miss anything. And someone said, was that Adam Clydesdale that said to Cade Boney, is that all you got?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's got more than that, Adam. Nevertheless, here's the restart by the Thoroughbreds. They get inside the Muswellbrook 30, 28 metres. In fact, they go down that short side. Ball goes to JJ Apthorpe off Adam Clydesdale. He's still going forward. Good tackle there by, I think that's Squirt Holman again and Bailey Wooden. Here's Jared Wicks. Shows it one way. No runners there. It comes to a full stop and he has to go himself. He's tackled 15 metres out directly in front of the Rams posts. Clydesdale at dummy half, short ball onto Isaac Austin, who's back onto Warden. Warden jinks one way. He gets tackled by Corey Holman. He come from the other side of the field, Corey Holman. I don't know if Juna Warden's well there. He fell really funny. Here's Isaac Austin. Short pass off the dummy half, and he's tackled. Good tackle around the legs by Pottinger and over the top, Bailey Carter. Last tackle. Good defence here by the Rams. He goes himself. He's over. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Adam Clydesdale sniffed it out and scored from about 2 metres out from dummy half.
Little bit of a push and shove in there as well between the boys. But, just smart play from Adam Clydesdale. They know he's good for it. I would have... Straight away, I was thinking to my mind, Adam Clydesdale's going to go himself here. So,
well, the interesting thing, Reggie, is that it could have went either side of the ruck, and Adam said, well, it's the last tackle. What have I got to lose? And he went over very, very quickly there. He just went easy. A couple of the boys have got to be on their game. They cannot stand on their heels inside a 5 metre area when Clydesdale at dummy half. They've got to go forward. They've got to go forward. Interesting comment said, I don't know if we picked that up by Daniel Ritter, went into Darren Whitbourne, the referee's ears there, and just said something about I am talking.
No, I'm the only one that's going to talk to you.
Well, that's good. So,
yes.
It's interesting because I think Cade Boney had a legitimate call there that, you did say before the game. that only the captains are to talk. Interesting when Adam Clydesdale is actually the coach. So make sure it's got to go through Daniel Ritter, who is the captain. We've got under 10 minutes to go here at Scone Park in the minor semi-final of Group 21. Loser goes home. Winner goes through to the preliminary final in a couple of weeks against the loser of Greater Branxton Denman. 10 points to 4 here. ETB Industries scoreboard, 9.5 minutes to go. Jared Wicks is trying to convert this, moves in, strikes it straight over the black dot. 12 points to 4. Both teams have had plenty of opportunities, and right there, Adam Clydesdale sniffed one out. Reggie, I've been super impressed with the defence of the Rams all year. I don't know what, I'd love to get a read on how many tackles Corey Holman makes a game. Jacob Pottinger also. Bailey Carter's been strong since he come on. I see Bailey Wooden going off now and Jai King coming on just before half time. Here's the restart. He goes straight down the throat of Hayden Topless. Radford from the back fence, and he's tackled, and a good hit by Bailey Carter. Right on the 20-metre line. Goes down that short right. Freddie Adams gets the ball and he's tackled. Great tackle around the legs by Cade Boney. Over the top, Lukey Cameron. Ball goes another short down that short right to JJ Apthorpe, and he's tackled around there. Great tackle again by Cade Boney around the legs. And who's that? Geordie Mulheron in there again. They've hit that right-hand side 3 times now. And Freddie Adams gets the ball and he's up over his own 40, 10 in from touch. Ball goes wide to Wicks. Wicks out the back to Hayden Topless. Looking for runners, and it's come to no avail. He's belted in a good tackle there. Round the legs by Bailey Carter and over the top by Jai King. Right on the halfway line. It's the 5th. Jared Wicks puts a real ordinary looking bomb up straight down the throat of Luke Marco. Goes over his head, bounces into his back. Oh, before he's got it, he's hitting a tackle. He's coughed it up. And who's for on it? Jared Wicks picks it up and scores a try.
Yeah, sliding there to get to the ball. Of course, it went over his head. Young Lukey Marco, it's bounced back.
Hit him in the back, and the ball went backwards.
He's gangly legs, he was trying to get to it. He just got possession of it as he's been hit, dislodged it. Wicks picks it up and
scores around it behind the post.
After all that possession, like you said.
I thought it was an ordinary kick to start with. I've put the mock on it seriously. I don't think it was Jared Wicks' greatest bomb, but it's worked wonders on this occasion. 16 points to 4. He's going to have a chance, an opportunity to convert his own try, which will take it to an 18 points to 4 lead. 7 minutes out from half time in this minor semi-final. So there's 12 points in the space of about 3 minutes, Reg, and that's really put a big dent in the Rams' defensive line and their opportunities and their chances for this game.
Yeah, mate, well, you've got to think about it. If we had a pie chart at the moment for possession, Muswellbrook's easily well in front with possession. They just haven't been able to capitalise, and they're just not reading the play.
No,
little things.
Just errors. The errors are catching up with them, and we did say before the game if they could stay with them, and we were right, Reggie. Muswellbrook stayed with them, but then they made the same amount of dumb errors with the ball.
Well, Cameron Moran coming off, that seemed to be a little bit of a change of play there. I don't think they're expecting that interchange so soon. Hopefully all is well with the young fella, but yeah.
Jared Wicks makes no mistake, right in front, kicks it, takes him to an 18 points to 4 lead.
How many times did Scone drop the ball in their own half in that first 15, 20 minutes?
Their defence has been great, but I just spotted something, Reggie, while Jared Wicks was lining up that conversion. He was just about to move in and Hayden Fox ran behind him. Jared Wicks stopped, looked around him and said, "You're going to be long." Foxy ran past him with a smile on his face. Well done, Hayden Fox. He'll try anything, the Fox man. Is the restart into Hayden Topless. He gets it on to Radford, and Radford's come from the New England highway taking that ball up, and he's belted a really good tackle there by Jacob Pottinger, 22 metres out from his own line. Ball goes now out for the second tackle, out to Freddie Adams. He's tackled 25 metres out, short right again. They love that short right, and it goes straight into the waiting arms of JJ Apthorpe, and he's tackled about 35 metres out from his own line. Here ball goes to Wicks, onto Austin. Wicks comes and Austin comes into the likes of Bailey Carter and Wade McKenzie. not Bailey Carter, that's Wade. Here's Daniel Ritter, takes a ball forward. That's Carter under his legs, and Pottinger over the top, but Darren Whitbourne has found another penalty. He's called him offside, and that happened just before halfway. So here's another piggyback penalty for the Scone Thoroughbreds. Hayden Topless has found touch 30 metres out. So more pressure on the Rams here. Their defence is going to have to be solid. Here's Blake Johnson, comes forward, and that's a loose carry by Blake Johnson. Well done, Chaddy Jewson.
But that's a typical Chad Jewson tackle, mate. That's how he goes in there. He always looks for those type of
Great
ones.
stuff.
But they've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock on the ETB Industries scoreboard. 18 points to 4 to go. The full length of the field to try and bring something spirit back into it.
Well done by Chad Jewson. I said that him and Blake Johnson will have a ding-dong battle today, and that was just one of the reasons. They've come together a few times, and it's been a great competition every time they play each other. Here's Kane Cubillo from the scrum base. Tackled 28 metres out from his own line. Here's Jewson. Always runs hard, Chad. And he's tackled by Caleb Taylor. 35 out from his own line, centre field. Holman at dummy half. Dances around. He goes through one. Caleb Taylor that was. And before he's tackled there by Radford. Bailey Ellis looked forward, but he gets it to Cade Boney. Cade Boney gets the ball. He's up over the Scone 40. 35 metres out in frack from the Scone line. You said, can they go 90 metres? They may very well do that, Reggie. Here's Jai King, goes under Bailey Ellis, and he's still standing, the big fella, and he's tackled, and he's lost the ball. No, it's a rate.
Oh, there was a hand in there.
There is an opportunity for the Rams just before half-time. 3.5 minutes to go. It's 18 points to 4. A try here will give them great confidence going into half-time. Here's Jai King, runs forward into Daniel Ritter, and he drops off, but he's tackled and finished by Isaac Austin directly in front of the post, 20 metres out. Holman at dummy half, short pass on to Ellis, gives it on to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie's tackled about 12 metres out from the line. Holman. Long pass out to Ellis. Ellis shows it under. Gives it a long pass out the back to Cade Boney. Cade Boney cuts one out. Gives it to Kane Cubillo. And a charging Geordie Mulheron. He's held up near right on the line. Great tackle out there by Caleb Taylor, and they've given a penalty away. Freddie Adams and Geordie Mulheron not happy with each other in that bottom corner.
There was no need for Freddie to come in there with that. That tackle was already completed, and I think that...
Is it a tactic, Buck, to buy a bit of time? That's 18 points to 4. Cade Boney finds touch. Luke Marco throws the ball back into Boney. They're 5 metres out from the Scone line. Long pass, no. It was a dummy run. Here's Cade Boney. Long ball out to Jai King. Jai King goes towards the line. They've got to put him down. He's a big bopper. He's held up nearly over the whole line. He's only got to fall down and plant the ball. Darren Whitbourne, the referee, tell him to go out a metre. Squirt Holman at dummy half. He'll go himself here, Squirt. He backs out. And what's he done? That was a shocking play the ball. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, there was a shocking play the ball, but it wasn't Squirt's.
Oh, now they've
Hang on, mate. I'm going to get this right. Number 9.
He's getting frustrated because you're letting their 9 talk. So whenever you he's saying whatever he wants, and as soon as one of our blokes says something, we get pinned.
No, but he's just swearing at me, mate.
Yeah,
right?
just because he speaks nice, and you said before the game,
no, mate.
Talk. Did you not say that to me?
No, I did not.
Oh,
but that's how
so
it
everyone
goes.
can talk.
No, mate. I want to talk about this guy. If he says that again, he's going to the silent. All right?
Can it go both ways, please?
It can, mate. There was a clear loss in the play ball there.
JJ will go first, mate.
Oh, there we go. Can it go both ways?
Geez, I'm glad you got that mic up. That's fantastic stuff, Reggie. Corey Holman. Darren Whitbourne was talking about Corey Holman, back chatting and obviously swearing at him. Here's JJ Apthorpe off the tap restart, 20 metres out from his own line, goes straight into Corey Holman and Jai King. Adam Clydesdale, dummy half, he's found a gap, Adam Clydesdale, over the 40 to halfway, gives it on to Warden, he's 45 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. Centre field, he's tackled, good tackle there by Lukey Kemmer, Geordie Mulheron, it had to be made, they go down that short side. Jared Wicks, 1 minute to play to go, and he finds touch. He had plenty of time to play out that set of 6, Reggie.
Yeah.
Why would he kick that, Jared Wicks? They're inside the minute. It's 18 points to 4 here in favour of the Scone Thoroughbreds.
That's to play the ball. It's not a...
Yeah, okay. But Muswellbrook got the ball. He had plenty of time to play out a set of 6, is what I'm saying. That was only the second or third tackle, I believe, in that set for Scone, and they were inside the Rams' half. Here's Bailey Carter on the restart. 30 seconds to go, and he's tackled there. 21 metres out from his own line by Ritter. Holman at dummy half down this right-hand side. Onto Ellis. Gives it on to Chad Jewson. Steps through Radford, but he's finished by Ashton Frost. 31 metres out. Holman at dummy half. He dances, goes himself. Short pass on to Jacob Pottinger, and Clydesdale looked like a shoulder charge. He flattened and put him on his back, Jacob Pottinger, but he got up and played the ball well. Here's Chad Jewson, throws it out the back pass to Nathan Cridlin. He juggles it, gives it on to Ashton Frost, but Liam Anderson, the touch judge, has said Ashton Frost put a foot into touch. That'll wind it down to halfway. Bit of action there and plenty to talk about at half time, Reggie.
Mate, that needed the Benny Hill music, that play just then. Fair dinkum.
You listen to Adam Clydesdale. Someone's going to say something to Darren Whitbourne, are they? No?
Of course, okay, it's got to be respectful. Yeah, 100%.
Here in White Park, how good is the atmosphere? Great from the crowd. Well done to all. 18 points is going at half time.
Shut up, Gus. We can't hear the ref.
Look out for a great second half. There's not much in it. And I'm sure both teams want to.
Well,
we can hear that.
So let's all keep having a good day.
Have a listen to Gus. Gus is right there.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Gus Pertman, fair dinkum.
Get into the half-time refreshments over there, the beer and the steak.
Well, there we go.
We're hoping to hear from the officials then, but Gus drowned them out. Gussie Pertman. So it's half-time here in the minor semi-final at Scone Park. 18 points to 4 in the U2B Industry scoreboard. We're going to have a break, Reg?
We'll have a
break. Or we're going to have a yarn?
We'll have a break for now, mate, and we'll be back
Very
for
good.
the action in the second half. Yes. Well, we're back. Benko.
Yep.
Second half action coming our way soon. Players still in the dressing sheds as I look behind. What instructions would you be giving if you're the Muswellbrook coach right now?
Hang on to the ball.
Well, that's an obvious.
Hang on to the ball. But just play out a really good set of six. It's only a couple of really ordinary errors that's costing them, and that last 3 minutes there, where they scored 2 converted tries, the Scone Thoroughbreds, they just went to sleep, the Rams, and to the Scone boys' credit, their defence, they sustained the pressure, and it was really good. But if we're fair dinkum, Muswellbrook should have had another try or two on the board, Reg. They've had enough ball there to sort of counteract the Scone errors. There was 3 or 4 times there Scone couldn't get out of their own half, and the Rams, they went damn close a couple of times there. Just lacking that little bit of finesse right at the end. But to their credit, I suppose the Scone Thoroughbreds defence has been sensational. But
well, it has, but they get out of trouble in the first 15 minutes. Lucky they rearranged that pattern because they just didn't have it. Lukey Marco, I feel for the young kid fella. That bomb that went over his head and then his back, and it was a simple little mistake. It could have clearly been, as the players take the field already.
I'd still like to think. I know Cade Boney's on that left-hand side with his because he's left-footed, and most of the kicks are going down Freddie Adams' side, Reggie. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure from maybe Bailey Ellis on this right side. I'd like to see him put Aidan McGuinness under a little bit more pressure in this corner here. Put a couple of grubber kicks through, or a couple of high bombs with Chatty Jewson and Nathan Cridlin charging down his throat, and make him feel it. Make him feel that pressure on this on Aidan McGuinness' side. And I'm not having a crack at Aidan McGuinness, but I'm probably having a crack at his experience in regards to anything else, because there's a lot of experience in both sides out there. And look, I hope Aidan proves me wrong and scores a try from it. But we're just about to have the restart here in the second half.
We need to get that up and running. That video footage of the game, please, Mr. IT man. Here we go with the kick-off for the second half.
Yep. Long, deep kick. It goes straight to Wade McKenzie. Lets it bounce, and it goes straight to Nathan Cridlin, who picks it up. A couple of metres from his own line. He gets up over his 10. He's 10 in from touch. They're down to that far right-hand corner for those that are listening and not watching. Scone are running to the road, so they're running from north to south. Wade McKenzie gets up to his own 30. Ball goes out the back to Jack Wooden. It goes behind Jack Wooden, and that's a terrible mistake. No one was there to fall on it. And who fell on it eventually? It was Isaac Austin, centre field, 25 metres out from the Rams line. Here is Radford. He goes forward and he's tackled. Did he lose that? No, they didn't see it. May not have lost it. He's tackled 18 metres out from the Rams line, goes down this right-hand side from Jared Wicks onto JJ Apthorpe. Tries to get up quickly to play it, but Corey Holman is all over him. Wicks dummies twice, unders, gives it out to Juna Warden, out the back to Hayden Topless. Short pass onto Blake Johnson. What a great try-saving tackle that was.
Wade McKenzie.
Wade McKenzie out of nowhere stopped him a metre shy. Here's Ashton Frost charging at the line. Another great tackle under the legs by Jack Wooden and Brother Bailey over the top. 5 metres out. Here's Isaac Austin. He dives over. He scrambles through 2 players. One of them was Jacob Potton, who was left strewn all over the ground. The big men just cannot be stopped. 2 metres out and early blood in this second half to the Scone Thoroughbreds. 22 points to 4. We've had less than 2 minutes of play.
Well, like I said, there's no second chance for the person that loses today, so, that's just pure error. I mean, no one there to dive on that ball.
But again, I think the defence just gets on their heels slightly, a couple of metres out from the Scone line, and I just want to go back one play, Reggie, to that tackle by Wade McKenzie out there. That was absolutely brilliant on Blake Johnston. What a try-saving tackle that was, but it came back to the right-hand side, went through a couple of sets of hands, and from dummy half, the ball went into Isaac Austin, and he was coming from a distance as well. So he was just too hard to stop the big fella from a couple of metres out, and went over right next to the left-hand upright. Jared Wicks will have this attempt at conversion. He won't miss this from right in front to make it 24 points to 4. That's 4 converted tries it'll be on the E2B Industry scoreboard. Just watching this set up, the Scone boys have they're all ready to go. Look how far Radford's coming back, Reggie. He's coming back from the Scone Old Boys steak shed when he gets this ball. Watch this.
Well, you buggered either way you kick there. You've got Isaac Austin that's going back just as far.
Absolutely.
22 points to 4 on the ETB Industry scoreboard. Only 4 minutes gone so far.
Got to be careful here, the Rams. They could let this get away from them, to be quite honest. They've got to be very careful and disciplined in defence. Here's the restart from Bailey Ellis. It's short. Topless gets the ball. Radford's the man to go to, and he goes straight into the waiting arms of Luke Cameron and Jacob Pottinger, equal to the task. 21 metres out from his own line, 20 in from touch. Wicks at dummy half onto Austin. Austin gets the ball, one off the ruck, and he charges to his own 20. Good hit from both Wooden boys. Clydesdale at dummy half down this short right-hand side, goes to JJ Apthorpe, and he's tackled about 35 metres out, just shy of his own 40. Ball goes from Clydesdale onto Wicks, to Isaac Austin, who's picked up a little bit. There was nothing in that.
Doesn't matter, mate. He's gone over the horizontal.
Was there anything in that? That was nothing.
He's gone over the horizontal, mate.
No, that's
he was only a foot from the ground.
Well appealed.
Seriously,
well appealed for.
I'm not disregarding the tackle, but there was nothing in that. Nothing in it. It should have just been play on, but a piggyback penalty to the Scone Thoroughbreds, and Caleb Taylor gets the ball for the tap restart. Onto Wicks, onto Radford. He runs straight into the waiting arms of Cameron and Pottinger. Bailey Wooden in there to help. They're 35 out, 20 in from touch from the Rams line. Short side goes Clydesdale into JJ Apthorpe. Good tackle around the legs by Bailey Wooden. 25 metres out. Here's Jared Wicks, shows it a couple of ways on to Juna Warden, and Warden gets the ball inside to Ashton Frost. Centre field they are, right on the 20-metre line. Options left and right. Clydesdale comes to the right, charges himself, short pass on to Isaac Austin. Goes through 2 players, Luke Cameron and Pottinger. Poor old Kane Gabillo was left on his lonesome, and Isaac Austin just fell over the line to score.
Back-to-back tries for the big fella. Well deserved too. He's had a sensational season.
He's played well, but that defence there from Isaac Austin. Clydesdale went himself, and Isaac had the nous to go with him. Short pass to him, and he just blistered straight through two players, Pottinger and Lukey Cameron, fell off him. I felt sorry for Kane Cubillo there. He was only a couple of metres out, and he's got Big Austin coming at him, and Kane did his very best to try, and I think he tried to loosen the grip on the ball, but to no avail, and Isaac went over and scored a very, very good try. So there's 2 tries, Reggie, in the space of 5 minutes. So we've got 6 minutes gone in this second half here, 28 points to 4, and I did say, what was it, 60 seconds, 90 seconds ago, the Rams have got to be careful they don't let this get away from them.
I think that...
Are you calling it?
That's ship sailed.
Are you calling it?
There we go.
I'm going to look for body language by the Rams and just see.
That's what I've just been watching.
Yeah, we've just got to watch the body language here, and there's no. I don't know how much talk's going on there, but they should be just getting around to each other and say, well, what are we here for? You know, what are we prepared to do to make this gap up? I see they put Bailey Carter back on the sideline, Reggie. I know Jai King come off, and Jack Wooden, the starting 13, came back out as Jared Wicks converts that try. 30 points to 4. Bailey Carter wasn't doing anything wrong when he was on there. I don't know. His go forward's really good. They've got to find a spot for him. His go forward's good, and he's a bit of a boost in defence as well. So anyway, they should find a spot for him to get back on that field shortly.
Was Cameron Moran?
Cameron Moran has got a sternum injury, I'd imagine, and I don't think we'll see Cameron Moran again today. Here's the restart, topless, gives it on to Radford again. He goes forward and he's belted, and a really good tackle by Bailey Wooden. 21 metres out from his own line, onto Ritter, unders into Isaac Austin. When I say unders, he turns it back inside. So Ritter did that to Isaac Austin there, who's tackled. 28 metres out from his own line, centre field. Clydesdale comes down this short right-hand side to Jared Wicks, and Wicks goes himself. He's monstered there by Jack Wooden. Jumper pulled over his head. Short pass from Clydesdale. Gets it on to JJ Apthorpe. They pick him up and dump him right on halfway. Gets up and plays the ball. Jack Wooden is an angry young man. He wants to get involved. Here's Daniel Ritter. He gets up over halfway and he's tackled there, about 42 metres out, centre field. Last tackle comes to Jared Wicks. High bomb, straight down Lukey Marco's throat. He's got this one, no dramas at all, Lukey Marco. He's away from Caleb Taylor, goes across field, and he's belted there by Isaac Austin, who tries a one-on-one strip. Well done, Lukey. Hangs onto the ball. 15 metres out, 20 in from touch. Ball goes there to Nathan Cridlin, comes from the other side wing for a settling play. He gets up to Radford and finished off there by Ashton Frost. Here's Chatty Juice, and in behind the ruck, runs hard. Good run there. 15 metres gain there. Good tackle around the legs by Isaac Austin, the big fella. Holman at dummy half goes himself, turns it inside to Cade Boney, who in turn throws the ball onto the ground, picked up by Nathan Cridlin, who gets the ball and charges over the halfway line, 5 metres in fact inside the Scone territory. Short blind, goes to Bailey Ellis, goes on to Chad Jewson, it's fumbled, it's gone backwards but into Nathan Cridlin's hands again. And he's tackled on the last, coming up, 28 metres out from the Scone line, 5 in from touch. Here's this, Geordie Mulheron, no, it's Corey Holman, gets the ball. Oh, Bailey, Hayden topless, fell difficultly, very, very awkwardly under that tackle by Bailey Wooden. And here's Chad Jewson having a little bit of a set too. Who's out there? Blake Johnston or Isaac Austin?
Blake Johnston it was.
High tackle, mate. Blatant high tackle, mate. He's hit him up here. Mate, you've got to get him to calm down, all right? Otherwise they're going to the sideline. Mate, it was well over it. Back you go. High tackle, mate, okay? High tackle.
Bailey Wooden and Chad just putting their case forward. Cade Boney. There's a little bit of frustration out there for the Rams, I feel, and they've given a penalty away there. It was a high tackle on Hayden topless after he collected that ball down that short side.
I think it's been one thing all year. It's not just today, mate. Every player talks to the referee, and Case pleaded his case here today, but I guess it's the rub of the green when it comes to that sort of thing.
Isaac Austin with the restart, and he makes really good ground. Here's Radford. Radford goes forward. He gets up over his own 40. Holman again with Jack Wooden there to make the tackle. Quick play the ball onto Clydesdale. Clydesdale gets it onto great tackle and on Ritter, and that was Wade McKenzie. Absolutely belted him, and he's lost the ball just over the halfway onto the Rams side of halfway.
Don't.
And I hate to say it, Daniel Ritter doesn't look good, Reggie.
Hey. Time off.
Plenty of people having something to say.
Hey. Kate. Guys. Time off, guys. Back it up, please.
Adam
JJ,
Clydesdale.
come on, let's just go back, mate. Just go back.
I think Daniel Ritter might have
Guys,
got knocked out, Reggie.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
He might have got knocked out. Was it a back slam and his head's hit the ground? I'm not sure.
Back here. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, well,
He's not well, Daniel Ritter. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes off the field here.
I was going to say hit the ground here.
What's Liam going to say?
Here,
I think it was purely accidental, wasn't it? It was just a damn good tackle by Wade McKenzie.
he can't stay
No,
there.
he's no way in hell that he can stay on the field, Daniel
No
Ritter.
way at
They've
all.
got to get him. Do not put him back on the field.
Well, that's a duty of care.
Mate,
that-
take him off, I think, mate.
Yeah, got to take him off. Good call, Darren. And Adam Clydesdale's saying exactly the same thing.
Thanks, Adam.
We've got James Everly warming up there. That's the smart move. Absolutely smart
Yeah,
move.
well, he's got groggy legs on.
Yeah.
No one's questioned his heart or his.
Well, he's a warrior. He's an absolute warrior, Daniel Ritter. And but
Yes, mate.
I've got to give Wade McKenzie a rap there. That was an absolutely brilliant ball and all belt tackle. And in the process, unfortunately, his head has hit the ground there as he's tackled him down. I don't think there was anything malice about it, Reggie.
No. Look,
Absolutely not.
but 29 minutes remaining on the clock at the moment.
30 points to 4.
28 points to
30.
30 points to 4.
Seconds on when he comes out.
James Everly's on
IT.
for Daniel Ritter. That's the last we'll see of Daniel
in.
today. Hope he's all right.
Bind up.
These IT
Locks in.
guys.
He'll have a fortnight to get over it if the Thoroughbreds can go through with this. Here's the ball from the scrum food out, gets all the way out to Chad Jewson. He comes to Blake Johnston. They've had a battle and a half today, and he's tackled right on the halfway line. Neither player has given an inch. Here goes to Ellis, onto Wade McKenzie, and they want Wade McKenzie badly, and Ashton Frost is around his legs. He's right on the 40 metres line. James Everly doing everything to slow the ball down. Successful attempt. Holman at dummy half onto Jack Wood, and he goes forward, and he's tackled on the 30, just about centre field. Rams have got a ball here. Can they put a try on the board? Here's Pottinger out the back to Boney. Short pass on to Geordie Mulher, and he runs straight into the waiting arms out there of Jared Wicks and another player, which is JJ Apthorpe. 15 out from the Thoroughbreds line. Cade Boney jinks off his left, comes through on one, and he's tackled and forced back by Apthorpe and Fechner, who is back on. It's the last tackle. 10 metres in from touch, 10 out. Ball goes out the back to Bailey Ellis. Long cross the field bomb. It's going down Aidan McGuinness's throat, is it? Who's up for it? It goes to no one, and Chatty Jewson has dived on it and scored.
Yeah.
Went straight over Blake Johnston's head, I believe, into the end goal, and Chad Jewson, always on the ball, dives and scores a try. 30 points to 8. Kick to come on the ETB Industry scoreboard. 28 minutes to go in this minor semi-final.
Well, look. Bailey
You called
Ellis-
it early. You called it early. Their go forward man is off the field.
Yeah, well,
Extra work for Isaac Austin and JJ and James Everly now. They've got to go forward.
all I'm saying is that it's goal kicking. It's going to come down to, and I think this is now favouring Bailey Ellis from that side. The win is behind him and coming that way.
Well, in fairness, all Scone's kicks have been in front.
That's what happens when you score in sensible positions in the field, you idiot.
Well, you were the one that said goal kicking is
Well-
important. I mean,
Well, a good goal kicker should be able to pot him over from anywhere. Show your highlights reel.
anyway. I know the Rams won't lie down. I can guarantee that. They will not lie down. They will
This is a
tackle.
steep
They will
hill.
tackle everything, and they'll keep going.
This is a steep hill. If you were to be
What do we got?
serious.
22 metres out. Bailey Ellis is going to move in. He's 5 in from touch to make it 30 points to 10, possibly. Strikes it. Is it coming around? No. Waved away. Went inside that
22.
upright.
4 tries. Benka, I'll put it this way.
30 points to 8.
I struggle to walk down the hallway to my toilet some days with this disability. If they come back and win this, I'm walking home to Muswellbrook.
I see Cal Cridlin on, Reggie. Who's off Cal Cridlin? I'm just looking down there on the sideline. Who's off? I know I can see Lukey Cameron, I can see Bailey Carter and Jai King. Cameron Moran is off, so Cal Cridlin's on the field. Here's the restart. It goes into Cade Boney's hands, and he gives the ball on to Bailey Wooden. 5 out from his own line. He gets up over his own 10. 15 in from touch. Ball goes out the back to Lukey Marco, and he runs straight in the waiting arms of James Everly and Isaac Austin. He's still going forward. Isaac Austin trying that one-on-one strip. Here's Jack Wooden, gets the ball. Gets up over to his 30, unloads to Squirt Holman. Comes down this left-hand side, couple of dummies before he's belted, and a good tackle there by JJ and Jared Wicks. Kane Cubillo at dummy half onto Bailey Wooden. His second run in this set, and he comes to a full stop there from Fechner, who fumbles it and a loose carry. Darren Whitbourne said it went backwards, and Cade Boney picks it up, and he's tackled by Caleb Taylor. 6 to go, so that was knocked out. Well done there. Good, a good repeat set for the Rams. Pottinger is up over halfway, and he's tackled there by James Everly on the Scone 40. 20 in from touch. Slow play the ball onto Holman. Holman short pass onto Boney, and Boney gives it in turn to Jack Wooden, who's about 31 metres out, directly in front. Kane Boney out the back to Ellis. Short pass on to McKenzie, who was on the charge. Good tackle around the legs. Was that Junior Warden again? He looks hurt in that tackle. They go down that right-hand side again to Bailey Ellis. He throws a dummy and goes himself. He's 15 metres out from the Scone line, about 5-10 metres in from touch from up here. Squirt Holman at dummy half. Takes off himself. He gets it on to Chatty Juice, and he juggles, and it goes forward, unfortunately. Juggles it, and he lost it nearly right on the line. There was a try there for the taking. Quick thinking from Squirt Holman. Another try to the Rams. That was bombed. Absolutely bombed. How'd you see it, Reg?
Yeah, it was there to be caught. It was what we spoke about prior. In the
what you
pre-match.
spoke about?
Yeah. Pre-match talk.
Well, he scored 2.
Yeah, look, that's... Yeah. No comment.
We know what you're saying. Scrum food to the Thoroughbreds. 10 out from their own line. Ball goes on to Blake Johnston from the scrum base, and he's tackled. 15 out, directly in front of his own line by Kane Cubillo and Geordie Mulhere, and here's Freddie Adams. Like all good wingers, come in for a run. Stays centre field. He's taken just prior to his own 20. Here's Clydesdale from dummy half. The gap opened up, and he just went straight through it. Inside to Topless. Kane Cubillo goes around him. He comes there. He's in full throttle mode, Aiden Topless, and he dives over next to the left-hand upright. String of players left on the ground walking for the Rams, unfortunately, and that all originated from Adam Clydesdale from dummy half yet again, Reggie.
Cade Boney shot out of the line, created that gap. He's seen the gap there and went straight foot through it. Adam Clydesdale, and a bit of jumper grabbing, and it's never going to assist, but of course when you've got that fullback, Topless, backing you up always down the middle like all good fullbacks should, you're not going to catch him in top flight.
No, he was in full throttle mode, Hayden Topless, and he just, unfortunately for Kane, he just got him on the wrong foot and just went around him, and I saw Squirty Holman trying to make a last-ditch run at him, but he had to hurdle another player there. That'll be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing who he had to hurdle, because he got in the road and Squirt couldn't go on with the chase of Hayden Topless. I'm not saying he would have got to him, but nevertheless it was a good effort. JJ Apthorpe's off the field, and I see Alex Darms is on Reggie, young Alex, who's a tackling dynamo. So here's another kick right in front. 36 to 8 points this will be in favour of the home team Scone in this minor semi-final. 22 minutes to go on the U2B industry scoreboard. My early prediction, Muswellbrook by 1.
Distant, your field goal.
Yeah, you're quick to remind me, aren't you? Yeah. Good on you, mate.
I was thinking about it a while ago, and I thought, no,
I'm sure you. I'm sure you were.
How's your field goal going, Beaker?
Well, you did tip Muswellbrook as well.
I did.
I thought realistically they probably should have made
after
more.
After last week's game, I thought.
Yeah, they should have made. They should have made more in that first half of the possession they had. They probably should have had another two tries under their belt, because momentum's huge in the game of rugby league, and If they would have bounced out to perhaps a 16-0 lead or something like that, they could have put more pressure. Here's the restart from Cade Boney onto Topless. That looked forward to Isaac Austin, but he got it away nevertheless. Comes straight out to his own 20, 10 in from touch. Good tackle from Jack Wooden. Drags him down for his troubles as well. And there's Freddie Adams, who comes in for another very, very good run. Ball goes to Alex Darms, who looks like he's gone into hooker. Oh, Jared Wicks, too easy. First receiver, dummies the ball and goes down himself, and he's way up 35 metres out from the Rams line. Good tackle from Lukey Marco, put an end to it. Long pass from Darms out to Clydesdale. Onto Juna Warden. Onto Ashton Frost, full of running, and he's hitting a good tackle there by Chatty Jewson. 22 metres out from the Rams line. Bailey Ellis over the top and Wooden underneath. Darms at dummy half, passes out to Clydesdale, onto Wicks, onto James Everly, runs across field, comes to Lukey Marco, takes him ball and all, good tackle from the young fella. Inside the Rams 20. Pressure right on, 15 in from touch. Here's Wicks, goes across field, out the back, long pass out to Warden. Warden goes himself, gets under one, and he's tackled about 5 metres out from the line, and that was the last. That tackle had to be made by Bailey Ellis, and thank goodness it did. So it's a Rams ball. Who's the runners? Of course, Kane Ubillo goes himself from dummy half, and he's monstered there by Adam Clydesdale. And in fact, he's picked up and pushed back another couple of metres, but the referee's put a stop to that. Ball comes here to Luke Marco off the dummy half, and he's tackled about 12 metres out from his own line. Bailey Ellis at dummy half fumbles it, but gets it onto Jack Wooden, and Jack gets a ball and he gets up over his own 20, 25 metres in fact, centre field. Holman at dummy half, out the back to Boney. Boney gets the ball onto Pottinger, and Pottinger gets the ball and he's tackled. Centre field again, 30 metres out from his own line. Holman that goes from dummy half, short pass on to Bailey Wooden. That little combination has worked well most of the year. It's the last tackle out to Cade Boney. And Cade Boney, a real shallow left foot kick down to Freddie Adams, who collects it. 15 in from his own line. Goes to centre field. Comes to Bailey Carter, who I see is on, and he monsters it himself. A little bit of help there from Corey Holman, who's off the field. Geordie Mulheron, who's limping as I see him watch off the field. Good repeat tackle there by Carter, right on the 30, and that was Aidan McGuinness who come in for a run. Darms at dummy half, gets it onto Caleb Taylor, runs into Cade Boney. Carter again down low, pulls him up somewhat, and Cade Boney finished him off on his own 40. Isaac Austin now goes forward. Oh, he comes into a head-on collision with Holman, and Holman, he gets the ball away, and he runs up over halfway before he's belted in a tackle there. Young Caleb Taylor by Holman and Cade Boney. They're coming to each other here. He's playing on the background. Here's Jared Wicks, runs to the sideline, and Bailey Wooden has caught him.
Last one, right back, 16.
Last
16,
tackle.
16 back.
Everly at dummy half, long pass out to Adam Clydesdale, who puts a bomb up. Uncharacteristically light, and Kane Cubillo takes the ball, gives an awkward pass out to Jewson, onto Nathan Cridlin, who gets up over his own 20. He's still running, onto Chad Jewson. He comes to the Scone Thoroughbreds, and Blake Johnson put him down with the help out there of Adam Clydesdale. Shy of the 40, centre field. Here's McKenzie, charges up, switches play on to Cubillo, who gets up over halfway. Good run from Kane.
At this stage, you just throw anything in there, mate. Give anything a go.
Ellis, dummies, elects to go himself. He loses the ball, loose carry, gone forward. Here's James Everly. Fechner picked it up and give it on to Everly, and he's tackled just shy of the halfway line. Who's under him? Squirt Holman again and Bailey Carter. Here's a short pass to Freddie Adams down this short right. He fends off one, he fends off two. He comes back to centre field. He runs into the likes of Bailey Wooden and also Pottinger. And he's tackled inside the 40 of the Rams half. Here's Isaac Austin, runs in behind the ruck before he's belted by Pottinger and Jai King. Couple of players off there. They're giving some of the reserves a run. Here's Adam Clydesdale. They're full of running, the Scone boys. Warden back inside to Blake Johnson. Beats one before he's monstered there by Jai King. Good ball and all tackle from King. 25 metres out from his own line. Here's Clydesdale, steps off his right, steps off his left. He goes through one. He juggles a bit. He tries to unload, but it goes forward. A metre out, he unloaded it, and it went forward. So really good last-minute tackle there by, who's that boy on the ground for the Rams? Is that Squirt Holman again?
Yep.
Yes, it is. What's his tackle count, Reg?
Just look it up for you, mate. Won't be a moment.
I know you're keeping the stats.
Yeah, no problem at all. Doing everything.
I reckon he's up to 50 tackles, Squirt Holman. Not afraid to say that, but here's a Rams feed. They're off the hook here for the moment, Rams. We've got 16 minutes to go on the UTB Industry scoreboard. 36 points to 8. Ball comes from the base of the scrum to Chatty Jewson. He's not shy. He loves going forward and taking on the defence. Ball goes to Wade McKenzie in the next tackle. Comes inside in behind the ruck and he runs into Isaac Austin. He loves that one-on-one tackle and he forces Wade back another 5 metres in trying to strip it one-on-one in doing so, but not successful on that occasion. 6 to go. Is he called 6 to go? You watching, Reg?
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to get some...
Cade Boney. Ball goes out the back. They got the numbers. Bailey Carter gets through 1. That was Caleb Taylor, in fact. Gets up over his own 40.
Should have kept coming this left side.
Probably should have kept swinging it. He had Marco and Cal Cridlin here. They go down that short side. Corey Holman looking for runners. Cade Boney gets the ball. It goes through Lockie Marco's legs. It went to ground. It wasn't a great pass, and poor old Lockie Marco had to reach down to catch the ball. Unfortunately, went straight through his leg. Tunnel ball over the sideline. So it's a Scone scrum, or a Scone handover, I should say. 20 metres in, right on the halfway line. And Freddie Adams is going to play the ball. Onto Isaac Austin. He gets the ball and he charges up. Good run by Isaac Austin. Good tackle there also by Jai King and Bailey Wooden. Darms at dummy half onto Wicks, onto James Everly. Goes forward. He had the bumpers up straight into Jacob Pottinger's neck area. He's tackled 35 metres out. Darms onto Wicks. Wicks goes across field. Plenty of runners onto Junior Warden. Out the back to Topless. Short pass onto Blake Johnson. They're following him across. Wade McKenzie. He pushes him off. Chad Jewson comes again and so does Wade. And they tackle him 30 metres out and belt him to the ground. He's tackled there. 15 in from touch. Ball goes on to Ashton Frost. Full of running. Those big long legs picking up, trying to get a bit of momentum going. Good tackle from Jewson and Bailey Wooden. He's tackled right on the 20 in front of the post. Darms out the back to Wicks. He dummies. Little chip through. Caleb Taylor is chasing through, but he gives it on, and Kane Cubillo comes across and easily puts it over the dead ball line, Kane. Pressure was on young Kane, and Caleb Taylor was full of running. A good little move there by Jared Wicks. Dummied one way, dummied another way, and then put a little grubber kick through to Caleb Taylor to chase. They've got a fortnight to get over this, the Scone Thoroughbreds, Reg.
Yeah, look, I'm not
a fan of it. I'd rather see the minor and major played on the same weekend.
You know my opinion of it.
Well, why should the minor semi-final winners...
No, the major semi-final should be...
The first game, yes. You're right. Isaac Austin with the line drop restart. He gets the ball on his own 40 and he gets up over the 30, inside the Rams 30. Darms at dummy half, goes down a short side to James Everly. He gets hit in a good tackle by Callan Cridlin and Boney. Gets up, plays the ball. Darms. Long pass out to Wicks, shows it under, gives it on to Fechner, and Fechner comes to Bailey Carter, and he's tackled there by Pottinger. He still unloads in traffic onto Darms. Long pass out the back to Clydesdale. Equally long pass to Frost. Short pass out the back to Hayden Topless. He pulls up because he was going to run behind Blake Johnson, cause a shepherd, so he elected to surrender the tackle. Ball comes out there, 12 metres out. Here's Frost. Skips again, gets through one, unloads in traffic onto Isaac Austin, who looks to unload, but he's tackled 3 metres out, directly under the goalposts. Pressure right on the Rams here. Can Scone further their lead? Darms at dummy half, bumps out, gets it onto Hayden Topless, gets it onto Blake Johnson, and Blake Johnson's picked up before he unloads it out the back onto, who was that? McGuinness, who gets the ball, scores in the corner, and a try to the Scone Thoroughbreds, 40 points to 8.
Try to Scone by number 5, Aidan McGuinness.
Good unload in traffic there by Blake Johnson, Reggie, because Chad Jewson had him. He picked him up and belted him, but as he was in the air, he actually flicked past it out the back to Hayden Topless, who then gave the ball to Aidan McGuinness to score in the corner. Good effort by the Thoroughbreds, and unfortunately for the Rams, they just ran out of numbers there.
Just doing some pre-match for next weekend and just looking at the scores as we have 11 minutes of winding down, but we'll talk about that, Benko. It's going to be a cracking match, that one between the Greater Branxton Colts and the Denman Devils.
A lot of players coming back for Denman, I believe. Reggie Appo gone a body, and perhaps his brother as well. So that'll be interesting. As Isaac Austin, while Jared Wicks has got this kick from the sideline. Isaac Austin, who has had a fantastic game, Reggie, and Michael Radford is on the field for the Scone Thoroughbreds. I've got to say, Isaac Austin's game today has been sensational, Reggie. His go forward has just been superb. I'll tell you what, Juna Warden, his defence out wide on that fringe, right on that edge, surprised me. I'll hands up. I thought if they ran some big boppers in motion at him, it might get the better of him, but his defence has been outstanding, really has. So hats off to you, Juna Warden. Yeah, Reggie, like I said, I think there's a few players coming back for the Devils next week against Gruta, but Gruta will have the home ground advantage.
Yeah, well, I think they've won. I think Greta's 2-1 on the count against each other, so...
Wait there as Wicks moves in from the sideline. It looks good, Reggie. It's over! Fair dinkum, the Muswellbrook crowd over there too. He was kicking it from right in front of that Muswellbrook crowd over there, and he turned around and saluted them.
And the conversion from Jared Wicks.
Yeah, look, mate, I'm just...
7 converted tries, Reggie. 7 converted tries to the Scone Thoroughbreds. 42 points to 8. We've got just under 10 minutes to go here in this minor semi-final.
Well, I didn't think we were coming up for this today. That's
no, did I.
Would have rather seen a much...
It's a short kick off, and the ball is not going to make the 10. If Scone touch it, they're offside. But
it hasn't even fell. It's bouncing on its plane.
Yeah, it was spinning backwards. It was like a torpedo place kick. It never made the distance, so it's a Scone penalty at the halfway mark. Failed to make the 10. 42 points to 8 on the U2B Industry scoreboards. Alex Darms with the kick, tap restart onto Radford. Radford goes straight into Wade McKenzie. Good one-on-one tackle by Wade. Really good one-on-one hit there. He's tackled just shy of the 40 out to Warden onto Frost, and Frost has come alive there. Shrugs off Corey Holman. He's still tackled around the legs by Jai King, and over the top Bailey Wooden. 32, 33 metres out. Bailey Wooden won't get off him, but it was just an awkward way he fell, I'd imagine. Here's Warden again, shows it two ways, gets it out the back to Wicks, out the back to Hayden Topless. There's plenty of room. He finds it. He goes through Callan Cridlin, but he still hangs on. Him and Bailey Carter. They push him back a couple of metres. Good tackle there. They put a stop to that. Bailey Carter smothering him. He's not going to give him an inch, Bailey Carter. Well done. Here's Radford again off Alex Darms. And he's tackled there, Radford, inside the Rams 20, centre field. Ball goes from Darms out the back to Clydesdale, acting as first receiver. On to Fechner, who's got the line wide open, and he goes himself, the big front rower. Scores, brings it around underneath the post for another Scone Thoroughbred try. 8 minutes to go. 46 points to 8. I don't think Jared Wicks will keep his 100% record up here in front again. He's only had one hard kick.
Well, if you can kick him from right in front, perfect. But Fechner then, with the fade pass and the dummy, I don't know who fell for that dummy, but the gap just opened up. It was right there in front of him.
We'll watch it again on the highlights later. I see James Everly coming off the field and JJ Apthorpe going back on. So... It's I don't think the Rams they don't deserve to be beaten like this for their last game of the year. I mean, it's just one of those days where they just didn't make the most of their opportunities in the first half. And
well, you can look at it like that.
What do you do? But the credit to Scone defence. Scone's defence was very good.
Scone sending a very strong message to the competition that we may have won so many premierships recently, but we're back to our quality, back to all our players being available now.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a really good point. And whether the likes of Denman or Greater Branxton will, the
Greater Branxton boys are all up here down in actually near the Scone Old Boys tent, near the bar tent.
Yeah.
They're all sitting along there watching the game, so...
Well, the thing is, if Scone make this many mistakes in a preliminary final against either Denman or Greater, will Gruder or Denman do more with the ball rather than, not make the most of their opportunities. That's the difference. And but then again, Scone just wear you down. They wear you down. Here's Bailey Ellis with the kick restart. It's 48 points to 8. There's 8 converted tries.
That's Fecton to the try scorer, brings it back. Oh, get out of me road, son. He's still going. He's giving an offload to Ashton
Frost onto Fectner, and he goes straight to Chatty Jewson, who goes again and tries to take him down. He does so. Darms at dummy half. They're about nearly at their own 30. Scone, it gets on to Blake Johnson, pushes off Corey Holman, but Holman comes again. He charges in like a bulldog, and Carter gets him down and tackles Blake Johnson. 25 metres out, he still gets the ball unloaded, and it gets onto Radford, and Radford comes into Bailey Carter, 1-on-1. I don't think you're getting past Bailey Carter. He's just like an absolute...
Well, what's Corey Holman's tackle count this game?
Oh, it's been sensational. But Bailey Carter, every time he's come on the field, his defence has been superb. Ball comes out to JJ, and he gets up over his own 30. There's been a little bit of a head clash between Jai King, who's wobbly. He got up a little bit wobbly, Jai. I don't think he's great. Darren calls a halt to play. Hayden Fox will go out and do a HIA. Just be careful.
Oh, Hayden, look. Let's get this under control, mate.
Don't do blood.
Jai King said to Darren, "You don't do blood."
No, I was saying, get the game over and done with.
5 minutes 12 left on the clock on the ETB Industry scoreboard. It's 48 points to 8. Scone, of course.
Well, there's only one reserve down there that can go on, and that's probably Luke Cameron, Reggie. If Jai King comes for the last 5 minutes of the game, but I don't think Jai wants to come off.
We'll just get it cleared up for you, mate, okay? It's pouring out, so.
He's pouring out blood, Reggie. Where's it come from, his nose or mouth?
It's his nose. So, you know what they do there, don't you? They put the glove on, the Vaseline straight up, block it up. Is that what they're going to do? It's great for Darren Whitbourne and the referees to be mic'd up so as you actually get the experience.
Fantastic.
Darren's gone cheap. Oh, what the bloke.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Darren before the game, him and the boys. He's a lovely bloke. I asked him if he was available for the touch season, but I didn't realise he's to referee. I didn't realise he lives in the Central Coast.
Yeah, but he loves it up here. That's what I mean. We've got a great competition up here in Green 21. Oh, sorry for the language back there for those at home, but if you want all the live action, you're going to cop a little bit of the reality of what's happening out there on the field.
JJ Apthorpe is acting as a first aid attendant there, Reg. He's talking to Jai King.
Can you give it a quick clean for me too, mate, before we...
Oh, geez, Darren, do you want a big Mac meal while he's at it?
He doesn't do blood.
Just pull your hanky out, Darren, and give it to him.
See that?
Get blood on someone else. And
Oh, look at you. You see JJ pick his jumper up, and he said, "I'll wipe it for you."
Well, King's just said Darren doesn't do blood.
Look, in the scheme of things, they're still having a laugh.
Tap four guys, all right?
Good work.
All right, here we go.
The restart's just about to happen. They're waiting for, is that Pete Cooper? No, it's the boy Ferries. Here's the restart. Long ball from Alex Darms out to Adam Clydesdale. Long pass out to Ashton Frost and gives it on to Blake Johnson. Blake Johnson gives it on to that winger, Aidan McGuinness. And who's got him? Bailey Wooden comes across with Squirt Holman. He's tackled 20 metres out. It's the last tackle. Metre in from touch. Ball goes out to Darms. Long pass to Clydesdale. Clydesdale on to Jared Wicks. Wicks out the back to Hayden Topless. Plenty of room. Hanley had to catch it. Freddie Adams.
Freddie.
Went over his head.
What a winger's got? One job.
One job, Freddie.
One job.
Cade Boney was coming across in defence anyway. I don't think he would have scored.
I don't know. Freddie's a pretty good winger.
I'm just trying to give Cade a bit of a rap, but
I think he's had a fantastic season, Cade Boney. It'd be great to see him back next year playing.
You know the chances of that, Reg?
I reckon he will.
Oh, well, I hope you're right. Here's Nathan Cridlin from the restart, centre field, and he's tackled.
Well,
25 out from his own line.
You can't just come back for one
season, no. Bailey Wooden. He's been so good all year, Bailey Wooden, and I think that as soon as Pottinger came back and they found a spot for Pottinger there at lock forward, and Corey was there to rely on that hooker role. The defence from those boys has been sensational. Bailey Carter, that went backwards. Play on.
No, they propelled forward. The thing being,
goodness me.
I know they had a victory last week and boosted their confidence, and maybe that is played into today because they had so much possession to start off with, but they're dead set towards the end of the season. They've been missing Adam Grew.
Oh, there's no question about that, Reggie. There's no question whatsoever. That go forward by Gruey. And he is one mean machine, and that was probably the telling sign. As soon as poor old Gruey broke his jaw, a lot of heads dropped. I know that for a fact from the Scone victory here. Here's Caleb Taylor. He gets the ball from that scrum, and he goes downtown about 30 metres, and he's tackled finally from Callan Cridlin, and good tackle by Kane Cabello. 12 metres out from the Rams line. It's going to go right across the field. Here's JJ. He runs straight into there. Now that bumpers up onto Jai King.
That's...
it was fair.
Both sides.
Daleks Darms. Anyway. Here's Juna Warden, throws a dummy, goes inside. No, Bailey Carter grabbed him by the shirt. Good tackle there, finished off by Bailey Wooden. Comes out the back to Clydesdale. Clydesdale dummies, goes himself, ducks under one, and scores right next to the post. Very, very easy indeed, Adam Clydesdale. He's been playing that first receiver for the best part of this second half, especially since Alex Darms come on.
52 points to 8 with the kick to come, but it's all where they've scored the tries. Right in the middle of it, they've converted to position. If not, they've scored in the middle.
Yep.
They've converted the position to a better angle for their goal kicker every time. Otherwise, they've scored right in the centre of the field.
Jared Wicks has had a field day.
Do you think they could go on with this?
Who?
Scone to right through to the end?
Well, there's nothing to suggest that they won't. I'm sure Gruder and Denman will have think otherwise. But, you know...
Who will they play then? I'll put you to that.
Goodness me. You put me on Gruder Brankston with a home ground advantage will be so pumped up, and that very, very vocal Gruder Brankston crowd down there who will let everyone know that they're there, and
I'll throw it out to the
listeners. They'll certainly let one person know next week that he's arrived at Gruder Brankston.
I'll throw that out to the listeners on both Mixlr and on our YouTube, Facebook post at the moment. Where will the grand final be played at?
Reggie, I'll just say this. If Denman can get on top of their silly penalties, allowing the opposition to get out with 3 metres, and I use the word free, F-R-E-E, 3 metres, and piggyback penalties when they've got the opposition pegged inside their own 20. They've got to get out of that habit of just ill-disciplined penalties. If they can really get on top of that and decrease that, they can cause a little bit of an upset to the Gruder Brankston Colts. But that's their first and foremost priority. They've got to tackle, and not give dumb penalties away. That try was converted, I should say. 9 converted tries here to the Scone Thoroughbreds. 30 seconds to go. There will not be a restart, surely not. The Rams will not want to restart.
The ball's on the tee.
54 points to 8. Here's Bailey Ellis. It'll have one play. It goes straight to Hayden Topless, who collects it in his own in goal. Radford's come from the stake tent straight into Corey Holman, who tackles him. Chad Jewson over the top with also Bailey Wooden. The full-time siren's just about to sound. Jared Wicks gets the ball, does the right thing and plants it over the sideline. That's full-time here from Scone Park. 54 points to 8. 9 converted tries for the Scone Thoroughbreds. Well done to the Scone Thoroughbreds. They will now play the loser of the major semi-final next week between Gruder Brankston and Denman. Reggie, players that come well there. Who would you pick there? Top 3 for Scone. Come on,
top 3 for
top 3
Scone.
for Scone.
Look, I'm straight out going to go with Clydesdale, but I'm going to say Juna Warden, and then I'm going to say Isaac Austin.
I'm going to say Isaac Austin. I'm going to say Juna Warden. You can't ignore Adam Clydesdale. I thought Adam Clydesdale was out. I thought Blake Johnson and Ashton Frost played really well out there as well, but we've probably nailed it. I've got to give a rap, and I know it'll be the last time we're calling the Rams this year, but the defence that I've seen from the likes of Corey Holman, Jacob Pottinger, Wade McKenzie's defence was pretty good today, and Bailey Wooden, their defence and their go forward, and I've got to give my mate Bailey Carter a rap. He never took a backward step when he come on as well, and he's done that all season off the bench, and when he has started, he's left nothing on the field. But a good effort by the Muswellbrook forwards. They tried their guts out today, but sadly the Scone boys were just too strong and never stopped running. After that initial 20 minutes where it was here or there, their role was just too good, the Scone Thoroughbreds, and they have sent a message through to Gruder Branxton and the Denman Devils.
Yes, well that's why I ask you, who does? Who where?
Okay, if I'm going to say a Gruder next week, I think I'm tipping a Gruder win.
Right.
That could change during the week, though, if I see you next week.
Well, yeah, look, I asked that question. The great game today for the Scone Thoroughbreds. They were fantastic. Muswellbrook, honestly, from that first try from the second half, I just knew that from body language, and you said to me about the body language, it was just a telling tale. But they've got a job to do, Scone, now to get through to the next level.
See Adam Clydesdale out there, Reggie, just quickly.
Looking at him right now, having a chat with the boys, but I'll say this to you. Last time Scone played Denman, don't know what the sides were for both sides.
I was here.
50 points to 18, somewhere there?
No. Not in a final or a regular game.
A regular game.
No, that was the Gruder Branxton game against Denman. It was 50 odd. You said Scone, didn't you?
I'm just going to my.
You said Scone last time Scone played Denman. The last time Gruder Branxton played Denman, it was 50-something points to 18 out at Denman Oval. Remember, we were on the back of Chris Souter's truck, and Gruder put a number on them that day, and they were absolutely awesome that day, the Gruder Branxton Colts. I think it'll be a far different team next week from the Denman Devils that you will see than you've seen out there about a month ago when Gruder whitewashed the Denman Devils. I think it'll be a far different team from the Devils put on the paddock next week. So, geez, we've got a good game coming up. The major semi-final between Gruder Branxton and the Denman Devils at Gruder Branxton Oval.
Mate, thanks very much for your time once again. It's going to be a full contingent now that the Rams are out, and our commentary team. You're out next weekend, aren't you?
I'll be down there, I think.
You're down there?
Yeah, well, I think I'll be down there.
We'll be down there on the back of the Souders Transport, but for the ETB Industries commentary team, we'd like to thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks to our camera ladies that do a fantastic job.
Ash, Chick and Braith on the computer.
The IT guy that's going to get a little bit of a training lesson. But A+ Contracting, ETB Industries, Bengalla, Footy Fever and Group 21. Thanks very much, everyone, for tuning in. And till next week, we'll see you at Greater Branxton.